What's up, everyone? So, this is my video review for November 18th. I stayed flat today, and I'm going to explain why because I think there's a lot of valuable lessons to take away from this for me. And I'm left feeling, really positive about the day, um, especially considering the markup I had. Um, so, Today was just a nice day. We had a pretty bullish open. We just rallied for the first 2 3 hours of the or 2 hours of the market, and then slowly just started to fall off. And what I first want to bring attention to is that Friday we had a big sell off. So am I expecting this to just rally and take out yesterday's high or basically retrace the whole 70-point move that we had on Friday? On a no news Monday, there's no catalyst. And at the end of the day, Nvidia's still down, stocks were still down. We were green, but there was also some red. So being in I want to work with the higher time frame. So am I expecting this to just rally and create this V-shaped bottom? No, I'm not. And so while that didn't help me take trades today, that helped me stay out of trades. And I think that's just as important. So, like, today is very similar to days like November 1st and November 4th, I believe, as well, where we have a Super Bowl. Yeah, so November 1st, right? Extremely bullish, but then we just slowly trail off. And let's see, October 25th, even 30th. Yeah, see, bullish slowly trails off. And then we have the 25th. Bullish slowly trails off. So these days are really important because the setups that came today were great setups. And this is what's so difficult about trading because this is a great Hive Day VWAP break. This is a great Hive Day VWAP break. This is a great Hive Day VWAP break. All of these could be considered extremely valid entries because oops, they're coming off of VWAPs, holding previous day's VWAP, making it's slowly just making lower highs on top, but you can see not the 11s again, but you can see it's rallying. The buyers are trying to step in. Like it's not just a slow sell off. So just going through the day, the first trade opportunity for me was this one. This was definitely the first trade opportunity. I just didn't take it, just didn't really speak to me. And to be honest, I was just fudging around with the Edgeful indicator. So, shout out to Edgeful. When you sign up with them, you get all of these indicators, which I will be making other videos on to show you guys how to use them. But you get all of these indicators for free with just purchasing Edgeful, and then Edgeful itself is an extremely high quality platform with a lot of data. So, be sure to check it out. And so I have my opening range indicator on, paints it automatically for me. And then the indicator I was working with is this ICT opening retracement, which is the midnight price, which was it was like 14.75 right here. And I was just fudging with that. So I didn't even know that the midnight price was up there. I thought it had already been taken out because the overnight was pretty choppy. I thought we just opened up at the midnight price. So I didn't know what the target was up here. To be honest, until this bar came in, until this move, I was very short biased on the day because we're holding under previous day's VWAP. So until that changed, I was flat. And then, of course, when this move happens, now I'm just looking for a pullback. We didn't get a pullback. We continue to rally another, 12, 13 points from there. And now this is when my market experience is coming into play because the days I showed you before, now I'm being extremely cautious about this Hive Day break. Like, I'm thinking I don't want to be in on the high of daybreak. I want to be in at the daily. Or I need to play the price level because again, today, if you're buying at 15, if you're buying at 15, buying at 15, buying at 15, you have opportunity to make money. you get 10 points. That's what's important, you know? You buy a 15, you get 10 points. Even here, if you buy a 15, you can get 7 points. So, 15 was kind of that price level today, and I'm cognizant that if I'm buying at 24, my stop has to go where I was willing to buy. I looked at this candle when it printed and thought that would be a good buy price, but I'm not going to buy that because that's just not my system. But I'm considering that, and I'm in tune with the market. So to go to my markup. So this trade is this candle right here. Looks like a strong push. We're breaking all the prior structure. And I wrote all of this before the trade outcome happened. I wrote all these notes immediately upon putting on when this candle happened. So I think the candle is tricking the longs. I will see if I'm right or wrong. The market does not have super strength right now. The drift is maybe over for now. Not to say this trade won't make money, but it is not the easy money setup for me. I would have a lot of doubts sitting in this one. NQ is lagging, and most stocks are selling off back into their opening range. That was the fundamental part for me because when you look at it, this is what NQ is doing, making lower highs. And ES is trying to push higher. So all of these reasons are telling me, maybe this isn't the best trade. You're buying at such a high price. Maybe that's not the entry. I was thinking about getting in here or here, and I'm like, just no, no, see your thesis through, which is that this idea is not going to work. And it ends up not working. If you bought at this price, that is the highest price for the rest of the day. You are going to be in profit for 0 seconds. And I mean, a lot of people were taking this long. A lot of people took this long, and I don't know how else other to explain it other than using the market, everything else that the market is telling me. To be honest, 3%. If VIX is anything under 5, I just don't even care. It puts no weight on the day for me. Um, but when you look at some of these stocks and they're just not like people were trying to buy it as it's like this, like, you know, it's just I like to be in markets when there's not divergence. I want confluence across all markets. That's when I say, like my trading plan says, the days where you probably have the bias right and just not the timing. And this was one of those days where I did not feel like that. So that was this was the trade. This was definitely the trade of the day. Pain free 10 points. I just wasn't in it. Friday sell off. I didn't know what to full expect today. Definitely contributed. I was I just wasn't. It just wasn't speaking to me. And again, yeah, I was trying to get the thing on. So what are you gonna do? Um, it's totally fine to stay flat, especially when you're avoiding, air quotes long entries that would have been losers. So yep.